That is something else. It's like nothing I've ever seen before.
Sorry, I was very captivated there.
I was too. I don't want it to end.
Yeah, welcome back to the
end.
program, by the way, everyone. Now, we just witnessed there was a stunning fingerstyle performance by Alisa Shafira in the Soulful Sunday. Welcome back once again to the program. Alisa, welcome, and thank you for joining us here this morning. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Yes.
So happy to be here.
Glad to
Yes,
have
thank you. Thank you very much for just being here. You're playing as if like you're telling a story. Yeah, it's like storytelling. actually.
Indeed.
Yeah, you can imagine the things that are happening when she plays the guitar.
Visualize it.
I visualize it. It's awesome.
So let's talk a little bit about this, because this is something that's very unique to me, I'm sure for Ralphie as well.
Yep.
We've never seen this. So what you're playing is a guitar, but you're using your fingers to create other sounds as well. Can you explain a little bit about fingerstyle?
Yeah, so fingerstyle is all about combining the melodies,
Okay.
chords, and perhaps all the percussive components in one guitar, like in one way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're using just a regular, like this is a classic guitar.
Oh, no, this is not a classical
Okay,
guitar.
what is that exactly?
This is like the steel string one.
Okay.
Yeah.
String.
It has to be that particular guitar for what you do then.
Yeah.
Okay, why is that?
Because it's hard to play it in classical guitar.
Okay.
Classical guitar is so soft.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, the strings.
Yeah, the strings. And the sound also.
Oh.
Okay, the sound that you're creating with your fingers for the percussion
Yeah,
noises.
the classical guitar is really soft to do so. So what we're going to do in percussive fingerstyle guitar is to use the steel string one.
See.
So it's more suitable.
Okay, so this is not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, it looks
not
like
everyone can do this. First of all, how long have you been learning fingerstyle, and just what interests you of learning fingerstyle instead of like just normal guitar?
Yeah. So it's been almost 12 years.
Wow.
Yeah, we've been playing fingerstyle guitar. But actually, I started to learn violin at 6.
Violin.
Yeah.
All right.
So the story is that when I was 10, I was kind of felt bored to learn the classical violin. So I was wondering if one day I can try another instruments. And so I just knew that this guitar, this classical guitar in my house, and that was my brother's actually. Yeah, so I quietly tried to try the guitar and just learn it via internet, like YouTube.
So let me get this straight. You've never had actual lessons.
No.
Okay, so
I
this
learned
is
it by
self-learned.
myself. Yeah.
This is just amazing.
So the music in general, I got it from the classical violinist. Yeah.
Okay. But then you experimented with guitar.
Yeah.
And then you become more interested in the fingerstyle of playing guitar.
It's both.
Oh, both.
Yeah, both a classical violin and the steel string guitar.
Okay, so obviously there are influences for you to learn from. So who are some of the fingerstyle guitarists out there that you were able to learn from in the beginning?
So the beginning was Sung Ha-jung.
Okay.
He's from South Korea.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I found it on YouTube and just learning from classical guitar and then switched to the steel string one that moment. And years after, I found out that Ji-ho Kim, he's from South Korea also. I got so many influence from him to play the contemporary jazz.
Okay.
And then years after, I found out Marcin in 2020, I think. Yeah, it's like the pandemic season, like I was getting bored in the house, so yeah, I just started to play like percussive and all the component like jazz and yeah, so various aspects of fingerstyle guitar.
Okay.
Very productive during the pandemic.
Yeah.
I sat on the couch and watched Netflix all day long. So when you were learning the fingerstyle guitar, any difficulties that you faced when you were learning?
Any difficulties is that actually I was wondering if one day I want to be having the teacher because I learned the guitar by myself, so it's hard to improve in a proper way because we don't have teachers. But luckily, the internet is evolving, so fingerstyle guitarists, classical guitarists, flamenco, and other guitarists all over the world are giving like free tutorials, tips and tricks in YouTube. So that's what keeps me going.
Yes.
Yeah.
So again, this requires, I guess the best way to put it is like multitasking, because you have to do like several things all at once. What was your training technique? Because you have to learn different things. Like for example, you have to play the guitar, but then you have to add in these other elements. So what's the process like for you to put all of that together?
Okay, so the first process is that we have to know the main melodies.
Okay.
Main melodies, and then we have to know also the chords. And maybe if we have to add like some percussive components, we can also add them.
Okay.
So yeah, the first one is melody, the second one is chord, and the third one is percussive.
Okay, so it's mainly those three elements that are in it as well. Okay, so how often do you practice for you to be able to be this good?
Often I practice. Maybe like every day, but only 30 until 60 minutes.
Wow,
that's
still every day.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
commitment.
Yeah.
But not really every day. Yeah.
Sure. But yeah.
But still, the commitment, dedication of actually want to learn about something, and you become really good at it. So which was amazing. So the next question is, what is the favorite genre to play, and what song is the hardest for you?
What song is the hardest for me?
Yes.
That previous song.
Oh, that previous song.
Oh, really?
It's quite hard for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long did it take for you to master that song, actually?
Actually, it was like 3 months to just start to learn the basics.
3 months.
Yeah, and 9 months to tidy all up. So in total, it's like 12 months, I think.
For a single song, to master a single song takes 12 months.
Yeah. Because the 3 and the 9 months, I was gonna having obstacles in the percussive components. It's my first time to learn percussive in this song.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a struggle for you as well, that you have to master for a year.
Yeah.
I basically gave up in the first month. If I have to learn that hard. Oh yeah, that's really amazing.
Yeah, and to answer that the generic question.
The genre?
Yeah. I really love classical music.
Classic.
Yeah, because when I started learning the classical violin, I got so many influence there. Like, I got the most influence there. But years after, I also heard jazz, hip hop, and indie folk, and acoustic pop. And so, in this era of my music career, I want to try to combine all these things in my upcoming and ongoing arrangements and compositions.
This is something that is very unique because, again, not many people are familiar with it. How far are you planning to go with this? And, for example, career-wise, when it comes to performances and things of that sort?
Okay, so in the next 1 year, I'll be planning to create new music instead.
Okay.
With a combination of this fingerstyle guitar, with my violin also, and piano, and perhaps singing. Because I also started to learn sing. Like.
Really?
So what can't you do? So you sing, you play the piano as well.
Yeah.
You play the violin,
Yeah.
fingerstyle. Are there any new instruments that you're planning to learn?
I'm open for any new instruments.
But moving back to Paul's question, yeah, how far are you gonna take this? And in terms of career-wise in the future?
Maybe I will play music for my whole life. So in the next 1 year, I'll be publishing my solo projects.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, looking forward to
And
it.
as well as collaborations on stages with other musicians.
Okay, so what would be an ideal collaboration for something that you do? Would it be with a singer or another musician? And who did you have in mind?
Who do I have in mind?
Like a bucket list.
Yeah, the bucket list.
Yeah.
Like, it's quite various.
Okay.
Yeah. So for the form of collaboration, it's like maybe it's in orchestra.
Okay.
And maybe in band, and maybe some kind of various form of collaborations. Like I'm open to any opportunities right there.
Vocalists as well, right? Like I assume you can just collaborate with any vocalist and be able
Yeah,
to do
yeah.
something there as well. Very interesting stuff. So we're not going to end this just yet because Alisa's going to have another performance just for us.
Yes.
But before we do that, we'd like to say thank you so much again for coming by and sharing your
having
music
me.
and talents with us this morning.
Yes,
and we
thank
hope
you
to
very
see
much.
more of you in the future.
Thank you very much for stopping by on the Sunday morning. That's for just sparing the time to be here. Thank you very much, Alisa, and best of luck. And when that solo project is out, feel free to stop by again.
Yeah.
All right. So without any further ado, let us now welcome Alisa's fingerstyle performance of Sinaran by Sheila Majid. Enjoy.